All right, boys and girls, and welcome to Growing Guitar. We have Wish Wednesday, so a great day. It's your day, guys. You wish for songs here on Growing Guitar, and I bring them up here. And this time we have you, Kevin J. Morales. You wish for this song from Becky G and DannyLux, and this song is called "CRIES in Spanish," I believe. And yeah, you really wish for this song, and yeah, I bring up this for you and for all you fans of Becky G and DannyLux. So hope you enjoyed this one, especially you, Kevin J. Morales, and all you fans there. So let's take a look at this song. We'll start with the capo set on the first fret, all right? So with that capo set there, we have the easiest chords possible for the song, and those chords will be 5. And we'll go over the chords to start with, and then I'm gonna show you some technique stuff there, or yeah, some added things to these chords. And I can just mention before we start anything here, I will give you one simple strumming pattern that works for this song. And there's, of course, if you listen to the song, more than just one strumming pattern, and there's more complexity to this song than I'm gonna give you, but I'm gonna give you this playable version of this song with the chords and a simple strumming pattern which you can follow from the beginning till the very end. All right, so let's dive into the chords first. Let's start with the F major 7. All right, so that will be 3rd on D, 2nd on G, 1st on B, and open E. We have the C major 7 next, so that will be 3rd on A, 2nd on D, open G, open B, and open E. We have the C E chord, so what that is, that's a C as a bass there, but we also have an added bass note, the E string up there. So it goes open E, then 3rd A, 2nd D, open G, 1st B, and open E. We also have the C13. All right. So this is the hardest chord, not that hard, but actually the hardest out of these chords. So that will be 3rd on A, 2nd on D, 3rd on G, and 3rd on B. You can also incorporate the open E in the end there. And then the final chord will be a D minor 7. So that is open D, 2nd G, 1st B, and 1st E. And what I do there in the end with the B and E string, I just place a short little bar like this, so I don't have to go in with 2 fingers. So just a short bar, and then a 2nd G added there with the open D. And there you have all the chords, guys. F major 7, C major 7, C13, the C, E, and the D minor 7. All right, so let's take a look at the strumming pattern. So if you grab the, for instance, the C major 7, this chord, and we will play a strumming that goes down, down, up, down, up. So that's one round. So slowly again, down, down, up, down, up. And I like to play the first down a little bit more on the bass strings, depending on what chord you have. It's E or the A string, or the string below there. And then the rest, down, up, I go down to play a bit on the mid, top strings down there. So that's how I do it. So bass and then down, up, down, up. So and so on. All right, so just one more thing to mention. And together with the F major 7 chord, we're gonna sometimes play what I will call a melody. All right, so that will be, you're gonna play, for instance, like this. That added notes there, that's what I call the melody. So that will be 1 down on the F major 7, and then you're gonna play these 2 notes. So that will be 1st frets on the A string, and then 2nd frets on the A string. And after this, always it follows with the C major. So that's kind of a bridge notes or melody to go into the C major 7 chord. So, and then the C7 there. So when I say the melody there, that means you're gonna play 1 down on the F major and then the notes there added. If you don't want to play this, you can just replace all that down and the notes there with 1 extra strumming round of the F7, okay? So just 1 extra if you don't want to play these notes. So now I believe we are ready for this song here, and my Spanish is pretty much at 0, so I will try to give you the words here and explain where we are in the lyrics, but yeah, be aware of my Spanish. Let's take a look at this now. So you're gonna start with F major 7, 4 strumming rounds, then C major 4, again F major 4, and C major 4. All right, and now starts the F major 7 for 3 rounds plus then the melody. Okay, so that will be F, 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 and then melody. All right, and then we go into the C major. We're gonna play that for 3 rounds. And then C13 for 1 round. And then we are going back again to the F major, 3 rounds plus the melody. And then we have finally the C major there, 3 rounds plus C13, 1 round. All right, so that was the first verse. And yeah, if you look at the lyrics there are about 8 rows of this word linings there, and we made about 8 switches there. So just follow the first row and play F major for 4 rounds there. A veces me imagino que tuvimos or so. That's the first 4 rounds of the F major. And then comes the next round there, el final que los dos queramos, perhaps, or not, something like that. And that's the second row, and that will be the C major 7 for 4 rows for strumming rounds. So you just follow what I just mentioned there. So F major 4 rounds, C major 4 rounds, F major 4 rounds, C major 4 rounds, and there we have the first 4 lines out of this lyric. And then comes the F major 7, 3 plus the melody, that's 1 line. Then C major 3 plus C13, 1, that's 1 line. And then we have F major 7 plus melody, 1 line. And then we have the final C major 7, 3 plus C13, 1 for 1 line. All right, so I hope that is enough for you to understand that this is the full first verse. All right, we are coming into the chorus here. We start here with Según que yo era tu droga or something like that. All right, so this is the chorus. Now we're gonna play the F major 7 plus the melody. So F major 7, 3 rounds plus melody. And then comes the C major for 3 rounds, and then the C13 for 1 round. And then in the lyrics, Si eso era así, we're gonna play the D minor 7 for 4 rounds. And at this point, we just played 4 rounds of D minor 7, and in the lyrics, we just sang Estás aquí. Okay, at that point, we have a pause there, but the playing keeps on there. So you're gonna play the C major 7 for 2 rounds and C13 for 2 rounds. So. And we're starting now in the lyrics, Según yo era tu vida. That's where you're gonna play F major 7 for 4 rounds. Next line is Según te quedabas conmigo. That's where you're gonna play the C major 7 for 3 rounds. And then you're gonna show you the extra thing I'm gonna add pretty soon. But first, C major 7, 3 rounds. And then he plays. So what you do there, you're gonna play the C major 7, and then for three rounds, and then you're just gonna add the little pinky there on the 3rd fret E string, and go 1 down like this, and then you lift that off and go for the E string again, but for the 1st fret there, and do 1 down on that one. So together that will be 3 rounds of C major 7 for strumming, and then as the 4th round you replace that with this part. All right, and then we are again at the Si, Eso, Era, Así part in the lyric, D minor 7, 4 rounds. And then the final line in the chorus here, Dime por qué no estás aquí. That's where you're gonna play C major 7 for 2 rounds and C13 for 2 rounds. And there you have the chorus. All right, guys, so I hope you really follow here. But I'm gonna go through all of the playing here again for the chorus so you get a good picture of it. So we started here with the F major 7, 3 rounds plus 1 round melody. Then we had the C major 7, 3 rounds plus 1 round of the C13. Then we go to the D minor 7 for 4 rounds. And then at that point, we have just reached the Estás aquí part in the end there of the half chorus there. And then we have a break. So we're gonna play at that break C major 7 for 2 rounds and C13 for 2 rounds. We now continue with Según yo era tu vida for F major 7, 4 rounds. And then we have the next C major 7, 3 rounds, plus this added note. And then we are down at the Si, Eso, Era, Así for D minor 7, 4 rounds. And then the final part will be C major 7, 2 rounds, and C13, 2 rounds. That makes us ready for the second verse now, all right? Nunca, perhaps, supe como, and so on, with the Spanish there, the lyrics. Let's start this, and now we have just 1 down per chord, per line here. Instead of playing 4 strumming rounds, we have just 1 down with a huge pause. So we start that line with the F major 7 for 1 down. And then the next line starts in the lyrics, no voy al lugar donde. You're gonna play now 1 down for the C-E chord. And remember, long pauses here. And then we have the next line here, quiero saber si este dolor. And we have the D minor 7, 1 down. And then we are Hicien el pecho or something like that, 1 down on the C-E chord. So far we just play 1 down of these following chords. Now starts the strumming, comes back again at the Al Chile no puedo part in the lyrics. You're gonna play F major 7 for 4 strumming rounds. And then we have Dejar del Querte or something like that, C major 7, 4 rounds. And then we have the final line there, you're gonna play F major 7 for 4 rounds. Then we have the C major 7, 2 rounds, and C13, 2 rounds. And that's the end of the second verse. So I'm just gonna repeat that again for you, the full verse. We had 1 down of the following chords. F major 7, then the C-E, then the D minor 7, and the C-E. And then after that part, We start in the lyrics Al Chile no puedo with the lyrics, and then it starts the strumming there. The F major 7 4 rounds, C major 7 4 rounds, F major 7 4 rounds, and then we have the C major 2, C13 2. That's the end of the second verse. This song ends with a final chorus, and at that chorus you can play in the exact same way as we learned the last previous chorus there. So no changes there. Of course, there are slight changes to the playing, but remember, this is the stripped down version, an easy version, the playable version with just one guitar and one string pattern. So that pretty much sums it up for this song here. I hope it wasn't too crazy to follow here in this tutorial, and I hope I didn't butcher the Spanish for all you Spanish speaking people out there. Try my best, and never spoke Spanish before, so I just pretty much read the letters and as they are. So sorry for my pronunciation, and yeah, hope that was good enough for you. Kevin J. Morales, who wished for this song from Becky G and DannyLux, CRIES in Spanish. And I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give me a like back here, and all the other, if you enjoy this, support me here on Gordon Guitar. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet, and also wish for future songs here for Wednesdays. Love you guys. Hope to see you soon. Play tuned.